Hello everyone, it is 3:59 p.m. on the final day of February 2022. It's a Monday, and we're back with more Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Had to take a week off there because of, well, a lot of things. A lot of things happened in the last week. I shouldn't go into too much detail on them here, considering this is going on the VOD, which hits YouTube. But Montblanc's in jail. That's about all we need to know. And we have a number of people dispatched on missions. I see we have some new characters compared to the last time I checked. Brish was the Mog Knight. We took him into one of the more recent missions. I don't know about... Hold on. Yeah, Kamal we were playing to get Gadgeteer or whatever on Gadgeteer Juggler. Augusto is intended to be a Sage, but I don't think I have half of what I would need for that. Let's check our missions and see what we're intended to be doing. Den of Evil. Oh, right, I think I looked at this one and noped the crap out because it was, yeah, it was a little bit much. For a song was one I was going for. Hold on. Yeah, that's 22 days. Pretty sure that's where I had intended to go. I am not going to... I was about to say, I wasn't going to go into, Ravenia Palace, but now we have to dodge around this idiot. Because I'm not doing an extra clan mission right now. Thank you for not going where I'm going. I don't care about Eisenfield either. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Materia Wood. Hunt status, color magic. I think we're fine. A high potion, the treasure hunt. I don't know why I'm saving this early into things, but hey. Oh. Oh boy. Okay, so we have a full 6 units. There is a friendly summoner who is incredibly undergeared. Also only level 15. Enemies are all 23, 25, 23. Oh joy. And we can't use status effects, so this is gonna be fun. Who do I want to bring? We do need Dave. If we can't use color magic, he's our only healer. That is kind of nullifies half our team. And he's only 19. She could probably be brought in and do some level farming. A little bit. Daring, same reason. Yeah, both of them are full up on AP. We haven't gotten any replacement weapons for them yet. And then... Green, did I ever get a new weapon for you? Yes, I did. I got him Stop Shot, but he's not particularly useful because status effects are nulled, so... There you go. We can bring in Lex, though. Lex, Brish... Oh. Yeah. And for our last slot, I guess... Rockwell's probably the next unit to get the axe, to be entirely honest, considering he's another duplicate. Sabatini, Johannes... I don't really see anybody who we particularly need to bring in. Guess it's Breen. Oh, never mind. We already had one of 5. Yeah, we only had 5 units because she counts as 6th. Okay. Quick save. Click the button. Defeat all enemies. I think the biggest problem is going to be the two fairies. We're going to have to focus them hard. Because if we don't, they're just going to heal everybody else. Namely the dragon. And the dragon's the one I'm worried about. Alright, Lex. Go for it. You missed on 8%. Good work. I'll have Betty, Nighthawk. Nighthawk, the first fairy. Yeah, she got 20 XP from that. And then... Staring, follows suit. Air render. Okay, one fairy's almost down. Republic of Dave. Also, I was right. That whole thing was Fallout 3, not Fallout New Vegas. It was related to something with the 10 Penny Tower quest, I want to say? Okay, provided this hits, that's one fairy down. Yes. Okay, we're in business. And that's gonna be a dinged summoner here in a moment. Yep. That summoner's gonna die. Not this turn, but probably next. Like, whatever enemy gets a turn next is going to gank the summoner. Almost guaranteed. Mog Lance. How much would I do to the dragon? Nah, take the kitty. Just so many ranged attacks for melee units. It was a really weird design decision. And bonk goes the summoner. What? We have to keep this idiot alive? We have to... I don't have the words right now. That's... Why? Just why? That's... No! You don't put a level 15 NPC that you have to... let me put it this way. You don't put a level 15 NPC caster in a mission that you have to keep alive with 2 enemies within 1 turn walking distance to hit and kill her. That is horrible design. I'm not doing that one again. Oh, what the hell? Okay, well, status color magic steel. Screw it. Let's see. Oh joy. Let's see. Ninja and fighter. Ninja has double sword, so that's great. Okay, it's a clan fight. They're all undergeared. Taking the same team as last time. Dave. Green. Betty. Betty, I'm gonna move over to here. And staring. Okay. Thank you for getting in range for me to just have my units pile up on you, Mr. Ninja. I hope you enjoy your untimely demise. The only unit in this fight I'm really worried about is that sniper up there, quite honestly. Lex. Ninja skill... Nah, screw it. It's a clan fight. I'm just gonna burn the Totema. My kingdom for an option to make the summon animations go faster. Wow. That scaled. Like, I was not expecting that to scale as well as it did. Okay, so good news is, I don't have to rely on... Or I can just use Fire Shot and gank the Alchemist from here. It's not a skill, so it doesn't count for, anti-status. Wow, it's a skill. I mixed up all of my words there. Every single one. It is a skill, so it doesn't count the terrain difference, which means Concentrate will automatically trigger, or trigger well enough for us to get the hit. Whatever. Words. Will Feather Blow be enough to kill? Man, front attack Feather Blow is only a 75. Still got him. 1, 2, 3? If I'm correct. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this game is so busted when you know how to play it right. I'm not saying that I'm playing it right, I'm just saying that it does get busted. You know what? Let's just cure the entire team. One of these will be higher level than Dave, probably. Also, his magic's finally scaling properly, which means he's getting, much higher heals. And there it is. Horror Fist, the ability that Daring can also learn that I just have not found. And poor Brish can't really do anything from here. Yeah. Wait. It's a 4 tile, then maybe. 1, 2, 3. Nope, it's 3 tile. Alright. Smack Dave. You need the X. Well, you don't need the XP. What you need is. Nah, he needs AP more than XP. I'm not gonna friendly fire and waste more time. Okay. Lex is gonna be able to get anywhere useful. I'm just gonna send him here and free up the 2 slots near. So I can have, well, Green can hit from basically anywhere, so in fact, let's do that right now. 47. We'll have Staring finish that one off, have Betty go after the other one, or the other guy. Yeah, because as long as Brish can get within range, we should be able to end this fight this turn. And if Betty hits a high roll on this, we're... Oh, never mind. Alright. Wait on Staring. Dave? Wait, Dave can arrow. That'll take care of it. As long as it hits, of course. There we go. Fight finished, and nobody broke the law. Wow, we got a basic longbow out of that. Also, this is supposed to be where we're meeting, This is supposed to be where we're meeting, Sid, but I guess the clan fight overrode it, so... Honestly, as long as this works... That is color magic steel. That's a level 34 antlion. With weapon attack plus! Oh boy! And it has block arrows. So they set this one up intelligently. Who needs AP? You know what? No, it's an XP fight because of, yeah, we're gonna take in all of our units that have high, like, high skill count but low levels, so that does mean staring and Betty again. I think Kibbit did just master his last weapon. No, he still needs, steel ability finished off. There we go. Bring him in because we don't often use him. Yeah, status color magic steel. So who do we take as our last unit for this? Marsh. If the fight gives 60. And just in case we run into another mandatory. Might as well. Did I think this entire team went up through? Oh, heck no. I just went with whoever needed XP AP. Oh, immediately start off with a front attack Nighthawk. $40 XP gained. Betty leveled up. Oh, great, and that guy immediately goes. Come on, Reflex! Oh god, that would have dealt 120 damage! Holy crap! Okay, Kibbit, stay out of reach. We'll put Staring in range so that he can be a more juicy target. There's Staring's level. Both of them are 20 now. And Marsh will just have weight. Eddie, let's go here. Nighthawk again. Yeah, those two are the ones who really need it the most. And I wonder, does Steel Gill work on this guy? Oh my god, it does. Oh, free XP for free XP for Kibbit. Free level for Kibbit. Oh, Steel's banned. I forgot. Oh well. Guess he's going to jail next too. Yeah, it doesn't have counters, so might as well just bonk it. And Marsh, let's see if speed down counts as a status, shall we? Really? That is so stupid. Ugh. I don't even care. I really don't. Literally the only thing that matters at this stage is if we get a red card in the game over. Alright, pile on. And that's the end. And there's another level for Betty. She's now 21. Alright, let's see what the penalty is. Oh no! MP max down on a thief. Whatever shall I do? And for Marsh. 1, 2. That had better not be for other parts of this. Okay, yeah, volunteer is only Gil. That'll like pass. New unit, Thornton, a thief. He has nothing to start with, but we already have a thief. And we already have another thief that's currently, you know, in progress as well. And Bella finished her mission and got a feather badge. And mastered Thunder. Okay. Now go down to Bella, switch out her weapon. Let's see, let's get her the basic trio first. Yeah, so Fire's next. Pick up Blizzard later. I don't think anyone else... Yeah, Gibbet mastered his final... Like, he mastered his final main ability. We just don't have the Mithril Knife for him to fully master. Oh, excuse me. We just don't have the Mithril Knife for him to fully master Thief. And Marsh still needs another 20 AP. But I'm going to do something silly. I'm going... Or not. I'm just not going to be allowed to step off this location. Okay. Oh. Status color magic steel. It hasn't changed in the last 30 fights we've done here. 26, 27, 26. Oh boy. Okay. Let's bring in the B team. Lex is only really useful as a physical attacker under this scenario. Dave is still in as the healer. I need to double check to see whether or not... Yeah, he's working on half MP. Wait. How long has he had Arrow mastered? I'm a hope not long. Okay. Dispel, water, barrier. Judge is not particularly useful. Ah! Look at the Nirvana staff for Holy. I could put that on a few other units. That's full life, which is a full revive on the white mages, which is probably the last ability I'm missing. But let's take Breen as well. He both still needs AP and could always use a bit of XP as well. Yeah, I can't really use most of our other units because... Oh, wait, no, I can't use Bella because Color Magic's banned. Oops, that would have been bad. Not trying to set the speed record for getting all my units in jail. Alright, Dwight. And quick save. And in we go. Yeah, and Marsh is just done with this crap. I feel you, buddy. And sadly, Lex can't get anywhere useful. Let's set him up here and wait. Bolt shot. 41. 40. That is a lot of HP between everything. Oh yeah, that one's immune to thunder, so... I guess we put some damage on the guy in the back. Because everyone else will be able to cluster forward and get everyone, all the other enemies pretty easily. And we stopped right in front of the water so that the cat can't do anything useful. Dave, holy heck, even with half MP, Holy is still 16. Which means it's normally 32. That's a bit much. I forgot, nobody else has enough move speed to get past and across the water. We're just kind of stuck waiting at this stage. Hey, Audubon! Okay. Rish. That's a 50-50, but it's all we got. Yay, he hit! Wait, did Rish just get two... No, there's no way he got 2 turns before Marsh got 1. That doesn't sound right. Oh boy. That's a bold breath. Yep. 50-50. Plus side, he's gonna auto haste off of this, which is always useful. That might be a dead Brish. No, going to... Oh. Okay, it's not a Demi, but it's close enough. Okay, full misses. Our units don't get just completely shredded. Which is always nice. We might be in trouble. I'm gonna be 100% real. We might be in trouble. Yeah. The enemies are about, I don't know, an unholy number of levels above us. I'm going to burn my Totema. Yeah, I'm gonna burn my Totema with green. I've done that twice to this stream already, but the rule is once per battle. I think we need it. Considering how much a higher level they are than us, I think we need the get out of jail free card. That dealt 16 damage. That dealt 16 damage. Oh no! Yeah, we might be failing out of this. Just 100% honesty here, we might be failing out. Because I'm basically stuck on normal attacks with Marsh and Lex. Dwight might be able to do something, but it's iffy. And Breen can still pick them off, but it's not looking good. Oh, I don't have a good position. I think I'm just stuck poking. Yeah, no. Because if I try to poke the cat, I'm also backstabbing, what's his name? Lex. Oh boy. Wait, no, I can use Lancet. Yeah, I can do a backstab Lancet. 45 HP. This... This is why I said I kind of wanted to do some grinding before we went into story. But the mission was also on this tile, so yeah. Lex is just boned. There's no two ways about it. Lex is going to die. You got a 3-car pile up here. Best I can do, send you up. Moglance the cat. I can't use status effects with Reen to make this easier. He's already at low HP. Why are you using Twister? That was pointless. Oh, just for that? I know he's gonna die for it, but... Backstab. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, there he goes. Somebody had to hit the 31% eventually. Oop. Okay, Dragonheart will be the re-raise on him. Then this guy has a free Bolt Breath forward, but he's not going to use it. Oh. Oh, this is just getting worse by the second. Okay. Green, move back, fire shot the dragon. As weird as that is. Can't use anything fancier because laws. And I don't think I have anti-laws for what I need. If I keep... Wait. Oh... Frisch is using a lightning weapon, which means the dragon's immune. I'm just gonna have him wait. Okay, and now the real trick. Tira. Dead middle. So it hits both Frisch and Dwight. Dave gets a level. And now for the risky play. Bangakrai, North. That's not really north, but close enough. Okay, hit one of them. As long as somebody hits him and doesn't kill him, I think Dwight will get another re-raise. That's some BS. Okay. Block the dragon in. Completely miss every attack, because why wouldn't we? And there's half of Dwight's HP gone again. And this might be a dead Dwight. Wait, no, he might get a re-raise. Okay, he didn't get the re-raise, but at least he didn't instantly die. Send Brisha into body block again. I think you've been here before. Like, Twitch isn't flagging you as a new person, so I think you have stopped by the stream just earlier in the series. Because I recognize your name. Alright. Dragon. Wait. No, if that's only gonna be 29 damage, I should probably find somebody a little bit more worthwhile. But yeah, we're still going. 15 streams in and we're still here. I think that says more about my incapability than anything else, but eh. Ah, yeah. I think you came in early on in the series and then just kind of bailed. Or, well, you didn't bail, but you followed and then lost me in the ether somewhere over the last month. Oh. Well, that's a dead dragoon. What's the range on Holy? Not nearly enough. Again, not nearly enough. Okay. Barrier Brish, because he seems to be the main target. Other than Dwight. Alright. We are 2 units down and have not taken a single enemy in return. I don't think we're doing particularly well at the moment. Oh, come on! That was a side attack and everything. Yeah, I was about ready to say, if that guy got a 35 hit. I'm going to be honest, most of the people who watch me are either from my now former D&D group, or otherwise knew me from way back in 2011 YouTube days. So, I almost would not recommend starting on Twitch itself. Get a bit of a following somewhere else, be it YouTube or elsewhere, and then move to Twitch. Because, boy, let me tell you, even going from 200 subscribers on YouTube or whatever, moving to here, I only have 2 viewers average per stream, at most. It's a rough game. Because Twitch doesn't have any native, really, discovery tools. Like, cool, if someone glances in the category you're streaming in, then, especially if there's fewer people streaming it, then you'll likely get somebody. But otherwise, yeah, they aren't going to recommend me to you. And they aren't going to recommend you to anybody else. Oh, I may have just made a mistake. Fancy. Well, at least it only did a bit fresh, so I think we're fine. Oh, and he's getting hit with Twister again. But yeah, like, full honesty, make sure you have people who are going to watch you before you start streaming. Otherwise, it is just soul-crushing. And that's gonna be Marsh dead, more likely than not. Oh, that's not a kill. Oh, this is a problem. If I keep these two here, then there's very little the enemy can do for now. Ah, that's... Yep, that's a dead marsh. Okay. That's also a major problem, because now the wall has been broken, as it were. 40%, if it hits, at least they're dead. Otherwise, Brish really can't do much other than maybe revive Marsh. Okay, we're good, we're good. For now. Kira. Onto Brish. That's probably going to be a side attack onto... Yep, there we go. Was not enough to trigger Last Haste, which is a bit concerning. Okay, what do I even do here? Malboro. Yeah, plink the Malboro. I probably could have shot up at the Lamia, but this is working well enough. And she's in range for Rish, but yeah. 50-50. And it misses. I keep forgetting I should just revive Marsh. He's right in front of the unit I'm using. Okay, Dragon, it does not have a line of fire to anybody else, so that's good. And I think I'll burn a Holy. Only 59 damage to this guy, but I think I'll burn it anyways. That's gonna be a twister on Breen, and yep. As long as the dragon doesn't get to where the Malboro currently is, we're fine. If he does, then he can potentially breath attack up, and yeah, that's not good. I need to take out the Lamia. Wait, that hit? Terrain? Hello? I love how the terrain system works like every other... just about every other time, but now when I'm literally firing at a 90-degree angle upwards, it decides it doesn't want to work. I should not have landed that. Wait. What? Why does the Malboro have water walking? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Ooh, no, I need to not put those two side by side. That is a bad idea. Screw it. Nope, not good. Screw it. Yeah, the judge just said, nah, he's already got a yellow card. Let him stay out of the fight. But yeah, we got a wee bit of a problem. This guy has 60 HP. Downside to not being able to use status effects. I guess we're putting ourselves back into a corner right now. A wee bit of a problem. A small problem. If you want weed, ask my brother. Oh no! I may have made a mistake. Oh no! Oh, that's a dead... Oh. Oh boy. Well, we're boned. Objective. Objective survive. Our poor Gunner's the only one up right now. Oh. Dave? Dave, I need you to bring the full might of the Republic to bear. Please? Uh-oh. Okay, if he hits Dave again, we're fine. Oh, no, 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 no. Yes! He dodged! I don't know why you put... Why would you... Okay, the judge is now literally trying to drown Brish. Like, that's what that just did. Okay, hit a cure on both of these. And then... I don't even have a good movement option here. I guess move him there. If I can get... This is so stupid. Fire shot the Marlboro, so at least it's closer to death. Another stupid idea. Turn this way. Yeah, keep in this direction so he's got a front attack. 27% hit chance. Ow! I'm sorry, but that is a 27%. A 1 in 4. Give or take. And he hit that. Okay, at least the 80% twister failed. Ugh. Okay, he's going to fire breath. Okay, 27% again. Let's see how badly I'm screwed. Well, Dave, I really hope this revive works out for you. Yeah, so silly plan. I am now going to go back up and around the area, reviving units as I go with Phoenix Downs. And hopefully we'll be able to kill these remaining enemies. Oh no. That's gonna be another Twister, isn't it? Wait, it's only a Twister. It doesn't actually matter, because that's a guaranteed half... Yeah, that halves the HP of the targets. It doesn't actually... like, go lethal. The answer to that question, Audubon, is yes. You know what? Doink. Okay, another unit dead. Move up. Lex. Get your stupid butt up. You have been dead 90% of the fight. Admittedly, I sent you directly into the enemy line, but still, get up. Do your job. Come on, man. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. We are like 2 main story missions away from the final boss, give or take. If by this stage of the game, your fight looks like mine with, you know, having 90% of your units dead, and you had all jobs available to you, something's wrong. I'm gonna chuck a sword. Didn't work. Wait, I just noticed something. Yeah! Holy crap, they actually moved Breen up here. I wasn't even paying attention. That makes life better. Because they will have to go the entire distance up and around to reach him. But he can just plink them from anywhere up there once we get him revived. And now, just because screw this dragon in particular, holy. Yes. I know that song. I know the song you're referencing. Yes. Though there is a distinct lack of horses in Ivalice. Uh-oh. Why does he have that much move range? What? Why does he have that much move range? That feels a little bit odd. Lex, you know what? I have an idea. It's called sacrificing you once again for the greater good. Alright. Dwight? You know what? You got Worm Killer. Kill a worm. Heavy damage to dragons. Damage? 0. The reason for that 0 is the simple fact that Dwight is currently using a lightning weapon, so the enemy is immune. Joy of joys. The fire breath missed. I don't... What? Okay. Oops. Phoenix down. Get Marsha. Look, I would like to actually survive this fight. To some degree. Oh, hey, Dave leveled. Uh-oh. Lex! Lex, survive, buddy! Bonk. There he goes. I saw that 37%, and I just immediately knew. Don't you dare move Brish's body down, or Breen's body down there. Okay. We're good. We're fine. Everything's dandy. Can I use Lancer from a 2-tile range? No. Ice Breath, you know? Oh. That's not gonna hit from up here for some unknown reason. Fine. I'll move you here. Directly in the line of the enemy. Alright. Wow, that was 24 XP. Taking a sip of my tea because my throat's getting a little rough. Marsh! Provide the true MVP of this fight. Breen? Have fun, buddy. I can't use status effects on this mission. It's Laud right now. Otherwise, don't worry. I would have had this solved. You know what? Dave's already here. Might as well. Yeah, my normal, like... Well, not normal, but my big go-to team for right now has at least one archer for disable. And then Black Mage for raw damage. Bunch of status effects, basically just a bunch of status effects all around. I have learned their value, don't worry. But when the game laws them, I kinda can't do much about that. Oh yeah, he's gonna try and take Dwight with him. Well, joke's on you. He has re-raise now. Okay, will Lancet deal damage? Hey, it still will. Okay. Give me my health back. Green! Boom. Headshot. Okay, and Sid's not in the agreed meeting place. But we finished the mission. Does anybody have the death count there? Oh, apparently we arrived before the guy on a chocobo. Wow. Oh? Apparently we need to... Oh, great. A fetch quest. Right at the end of the game. Oh. Well, Ezel's asking for it. I wonder if Ezel's recruitment mission is up yet, or if that... I don't actually remember if all of the special recruitment missions are post-game or not. Okay, so our next target is Sienna Gorge. Hopefully it's not an automatic fight like this one was. We tried to leave the square and got ganked. Okay, Marsh mastered his ability. White mastered his. Automatic clan level up from a story mission. Place location, Sienna. Where is this going? Sienna goes to 10, which is directly north of us. Now what's funny is one of these is a very special item. Yep, right there. The final special item for this map layout is a Sage Robe, which, if memory serves, is a really, really fancy one. Yes. Yes, it is. Sage Robe is Geomancy for Black Mage. Geomancy reduces enemy resistances. All the way down to making them weak to a thingy. Why are you not equipped? Oh, right, somebody disarmed him, I forgot. Okay, I don't currently have the Blizzaga rod for him, but we'll put the Geomancy one on. Okay, Marsh mastered Monkey Grip, which means all that remains, I think, is Mug. Sadly, a bit of a damage down at this stage. Yeah. Get the actual comparison here. Oop. Yeah, about a 10-point attack loss. Alright. And White mastered his, I forgot. I don't know if we have anything new for him, though. Speed Break, Worm Tamer, Worm Killer, Lancet, Dragonheart. Jump, Fire, Bolt, Ice, Bunga Cry. I don't think we have anything else for him yet. Yeah. Well, we'll give him the Bunga Spike. And, you know, might as well give him the Bunga Helm, considering he is a Bunga. Got the Maximilian? I'm not actually sure. Give him the Genji gauntlets, or Genji armlets as well. Just up his abilities all around. Alright. Need to double check something. It's only 2 more days for Kamal to be back. Let's head back to town for now. I'm going to hope that going to Sienna doesn't screw us. Or even just crossing over the tile doesn't automatically trigger the fight. Oh look! Yuri Lowenthal. He's in every game. We're not going to recruit him right now. Our Moogle Thief recruited a Moogle Thief. Funny how that works. Okay, double check all of these. And... oh yeah, we finally got someone in jail, so the game is showing the imprisoned tutorial, or whatever. Deady Plains. 25 days. Let's double check everything else before we agree to any of these. Okay, that one is not particularly important. Magic Robe. Oh, I don't think we even have the Blood Trail. Wait, no, we do. Okay. This is an enemy 3 dispatch, so I might as well send Gibbet, since he's the first available. Do we? Nope, we're missing the Delta Fang. Right, I need to send somebody good out on this one. No. 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 Wow, does nobody have the stats to take this? Why do you all suck? Oh, Dwight can do it. Okay. Well, completely wasting the AP, but might as well. Rumba's Tale has been locking us out of a number of other missions. When do I get Ritz? Good question. That's what I was saying earlier. I don't know if she's post-game or not. Because I think I've done every recruitment mission available up to this point. Or starter mission related to those up to this point. The Soldier's Wish? No. Rabbit Tail we don't have. Zodiac Ore we haven't even seen yet. We don't have the Broken Sword mission. Okay. I'm gonna take Sketchy Thief for now. I mean... instruments, techniques, target all. Oh no, the Yule River was taken. Anyways. Talika Wood was taken. Anyways. Alright. I'm gonna save. And now, let's see how bad this is. Alright. We have a level 28. That's great. Oh boy. The game is no longer asking me to die. It is demanding my death. The good news is, oh boy. That is a Thief Black Mage with Absorb MP, so we can't use casters against him, and Geomancy. Whew. Alright. Alright. I see you, game. Alright. Well, for once I can finally use Lex because, well, I can actually use him properly because his abilities aren't banned. Yeah. Bella as well because she hasn't been in a fight in a while. Dave can sit for this one. Luan needs the XP more than what's her name? Marcy, so we'll take him as our archer. Chaucer now has Geomancy, so he's back in. Though I think if I'm going to do anything here... 293, 278... I'm tempted to give him the Heretic Rod for the damage, but at the same time, if we keep him on the Thor Rod, it'll buff his lightning damage even more. I might just keep him where he is. We didn't get the Black Hat. I forgot. And for physical units, even though he's on tech, Toby could probably use some time in the sun. Oh. I just realized I am out of abilities for Toby to learn. Hold on. Hey! Sorry. But yeah, I'm excited. That little star means that Toby has actually mastered his job. He has every ability available to Warrior. He is also our first officially mastered unit. Well, in that case, he's retired. Who do I want to bring in? Mary? Mary's still learning something? Yeah, Mary's learning Auto Life. Might as well. I think that's gonna come in handy here. But I really do need to bring a physical unit. Who do I bring then? I could bring Breen again. Like, they're level 28s. I might as well. Plus, the whole gunmanship thing isn't against the law, so might as well. Yeah, these guys stole a sketchbook from a bunch of kids, and apparently summoned a flan with it somehow. I didn't even read the quest text, but still, stealing from children? Like, really, dude? Okay. It is a kill-all mission, so we are going to kill all. I'm going to start, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to start by putting a bullet in this jerk. Hey, guess what? Stop! You violated the law! Oh, he didn't get stopped. Wood, immobilize, water, silence. Yes. Did that silence? Hey, it did. Okay. And instead, they get stopped by, well, never mind. I'm not gonna... That sounded stupid even in my head. Ignore me. Yeah. No. No, never mind. Now it's a 33%. However... Wow. Bella, you really need to get some better damage there. Like, holy heck. Just zap the plan. You do know they're not actually called Koopas, right? They're Moogles. I'm wondering if it's a joke that you've just kept running, or Like, I know you're not familiar with Final Fantasy terribly much, but outside of getting just destroyed and okay, fair enough. Let's disable you. Okay, fair enough. Like, Moogles were even in 14. If you got to Moggle, then you know what a Moogle is. I don't have anywhere else to be stupid until 4. Even where you are, I'm pretty sure it's... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't berserk the bunny. But yeah, somebody's knocking on the door. If it gets to like 3 knocks, I'm going to have to stop for a moment. Oh, come on. Oh, let's see if it hits. Hey, it did. Alright. What? Why is the plant... Oh, the plant has water walking. Wait, what? Wait, what? I did not know it could do that. Well, that's neat, I guess. Oh, cool, and this guy has Blizzaga. Plus Geomancy. It's gonna sting a little. Okay, it only hurt Luon, so that's fine. Green's back up. Weird idea. Oh, it didn't blind. Why has all of his debuffs just not been hitting today? Well, the 2 debuffs we've been able to use, I should say. Once again, sending Lex right into the middle of a group of enemies. See how this pans out. Okay, Bella. I mean... You know what? 50-50? 2 50-50s? Might as well. Okay, we got the big guy. Mary... Yeah, just hit him with a Cura. He'll be fine. Alright, Luon, you are up. And you've already disabled that guy. That guy's poisoned. Let's deal with the Animus before he can do something stupid, shall we? 80%. I just... I'll let that one go. Just gonna... Oh, come on! Oh boy. Wait, why are you... He walked up to the Black Mage and then cast Blizzaga past him. Instead of hitting the Black Mage that is right there and is physical weak, he casts magic on a magic-resistant unit. What is this AI? Why is this AI? You know what? He's not an MP anyways. No, not silence. Blind shot. There you go. Enjoy being blinded. And poisoned. Okay, more damage on the Animist. Well, I don't know if I put any damage on the Animist up to this point, but hey. The idea is there. Oh joy. It is time for friendly fire because Lex decided... Because I just realized that the enemy gave me a very clear cross shape. I am so sorry, buddy. I love how this is going to do more damage to Lex than literally all the other units combined, more than likely. Eh, close enough. Off by about 20. Yeah, no, he failed his deck save. Okay, Mary... I don't know what to do with her, so I'm just gonna have her heal again. I could have her go bonk something and get some XP, but... it doesn't seem particularly important at the moment. Hey. Hey! Stop. Okay, Matthias is both blinded and poisoned, so... And he's trying to steal XP from Lex. Why? What? Again, what is this AI? I'm really not sure anymore. Oh, what? Just shoot him. Just shoot the idiot. Crosser! I no longer have a clean cross pattern. But I apologize for your loss, buddy. It's a 31% hit chance. You'll be fine, hopefully. If not, you'll be dead and it won't matter anymore. Wow, only got 1 out of the 3 targets. $80, $156. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Screw it. Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Namely that sketchbook, you know, the entire reason we're here in the first place. And doink. Lex gets a kill. Bella's turn. Bella's going to go stabby stabby because her physical damage is somehow better than her magical damage. Don't ask me how. We only have 3 enemy units left? Yeah. And the thief just tried to steal a shield from a unit that can't equip shields. Okay. Just bonk. There you go. Oh, he's at 1 HP. Come on. I have a feeling about what's going to happen. Yeah. Cuisine. Cuisine. Why? Okay, so now we need to cut through the enemy, the Ribbon Thief's HP bar again. I'm gonna disable him fully this time because I no longer care. There we go. Now it's time for Breen to put in work. And Stop Shot is kind of busted. Yeah, I know, right? Oh no. Hey, Chaucer. Hey, hey. Zap. Zap. And might as well have Lux finish up. Oh, or not. Left him with 3 HP. That's fine. We've got, well, not you. Or not in that angle. Can I just have her go after this thief instead? Yeah, it seems like it's a better plan. Ooh! And Bella is not having it today and decides to crit the thief. Okay, Lux's HP is getting a little low. Too bad, we're no longer doing healing. Instead, it's time for the healer to get a bunch of XP by staff bonking. Bonk. Level 21 on Mary! Ugh. Yeah, let's just hit you with a stop shot. There we go. And now, just so that, you know, Lex doesn't have to burn another turn on it. Fully automatic assault healers. I mean, War Domain Cleric. Enough said. Yep. Send you up here. Black Magic, Thundaga. And let the zapping continue. Oh good, he's dead. If only he were a better artist. Yeah, I don't think your art skills had much to contribute here in any case. Stabbity. 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 And that's another level for Bella. Okay. There's that done. Hey, level 47 on the clan. And we need to drop something to get the sketchbook. We'll drop Adamantite. And a new unit. Henri the Beastmaster. Funnily enough, considering we haven't done anything with the other guy yet, I'm just going to dump him. Bring this guy in instead. Max's Oath Bow is a really... I don't even remember what that one gives, if any ability. But, yeah, unfortunately, Augusto is going to be getting dropped because he's 2 levels lower than the guy we just picked up. I feel that I learned much here, he says, as he learned literally no new abilities. Did I just send him off with all of the... Uh-oh. I think I just sent that guy away with some gear. I hope it got automatically tossed back in storage. It really doesn't matter what we put on him, but I'm going to put a ninja gear on him just so that he has bonus stats. Oop. And gauntlets for the same reason. And might as well give him the red boots because evasion is one of the stats that the game uses to determine mission success as well. Which is weird, but hey. Back to town. Now, I don't even remember what mission required the sketchbook. I know we needed it for something. Oh, we still have a bunch of days left to go before... Yeah. Okay, that requires defenders, so we're still kind of screwed there. Barren land for the Earth Sigil. Okay, we're gonna need to do this one. If I have anybody capable of doing it, that is. Yikes. Yeah, we have no guaranteed successes on this one. I'm gonna let that one sit. Standard duty is 20 days for the parade helm. Do we have anybody who can guarantee this? Please? Come on? Anybody? Why are you all horrible at dispatch missions? Heck with it, we'll send Bella. And now, while we're here, check the jail. One of your clanners is cleared to leave. Mont Blanc is out of jail. Okay. While the clan boss is securing a pardon, all clan work stops. I mean, that doesn't really do much. Wait. I already pardoned Mont Blanc? Oh. Okay, so they have to get a pardon in order to just... Ugh. I hate the law system. Alright. They're all dealt with. And now it's a new month, we might be able to get some additional missions. Swamp Meat, Ancient Metal. You don't have an Ancient Metal. 7 Knights, Ancient Bills. Don't have Ancient Bills. Well, that was pointless. Enemies 3, Dispatch. Well, if the new guy can do it, might as well. Suppose we'll go cycle days for a bit. Might as well check the other towns while I'm at it for any useful dispatch missions. Don't look is enemies 10. Okay. Else 2 for the Tellock Flower. I swear I've already done that one. Wait. Wait, I haven't? I think whoever was supposed to do it failed. Is the big thing. Yeah, because I have basically nobody capable of taking this mission. Good lord. Fine, Brish. 2 battles. Go get it. Blue Ghost. 2 battles again. Benny. I very much doubt that I had anybody who could actually do that, like, properly. Or guarantee success, rather. Ease of Plains is under attack. Well, as much as I need battles and enemy kills, I'm not going to do more defense missions. Like, holy crap, those are so dull. Yeah, nothing new in Bedoin. Basically just leaves checking Muscadet. Yep, there's For a Song again. Mithril Rush popped up. 7 Nights. Yeah, we don't have that one. I don't know. I don't know why I keep clicking on it. Alright. Swimming Meat is literally clear with whatever units you can. However, I just realized that considering most of my good units are kind of locked up right now, I probably shouldn't. I do properly need to get into battles to finish, whatchamacallit, finish pardoning people. Missile Instruments Techniques. Is the guy going to... Okay, the guy's not going to move from Rhoda. Okay, Instrument Technique Target All is banned. The only unit we really need to bring in is... Where is he? Chaucer, because he's going to be able to take care of that plan. Everybody else is completely optional. So, the question becomes, who needs AP? So I'm using tech, so I can just physical attack anyways. Right, Toby's mastered, so we might as well just leave him where he is. Mary is still learning... Yeah, Mary's still learning Auto Life, and then we'll transition her into learning Full Life off the second Nirvana staff we pick up. I can't use instruments, which means Johannes is out, and Sabatini's out. Kamal's also out because he hasn't gotten to his proper job yet. Lex, even though he's getting a little bit ahead on levels. We took Luan last time, but we might as well take Marcy this time. Let's see what the enemy levels are right now. 21, 20, yeah, 22, 21, okay. Do I double White Mage? I don't think Spangler has an ability right now. Yeah, no, he's not learning anything right now. I need someone who can get through the dragon's HP without too much issue. Yeah, this is the problem with putting all of my units in jail. Screw it, we'll take Green and Dave. Load up on status effects again and just wail on them. Lex goes first, and I am immediately just going to have him go target the bomb. Hi, how are you? Doink. Missed. Doink. Missed. A meaningful exchange. Don't mind me. Just immediately going to put a... Oh. The dragon didn't get stopped. Well, that's a mild problem. Not insurmountable, but mild. She's still learning Concentrate, isn't she? Oops. Well, I didn't quick save when I started the fight, so unfortunately Marcy's just getting XP off of this and nothing else. Knew I should have double checked. Protect on you three. And move her over here to be bait, I guess. Kinda curious how much Holy is going to do to this guy. 104, a 70% chance on a front attack. Well, there's the plan dealt with. Chaucer, buddy, I need you to get some damage on that dragon and or the rock biter behind him. I didn't even check what the magic robe does. Probably should have. If it has an ability on it, I probably should have someone learning it. Oh, that is going to be a triple target flame breath. It's gonna sting a little. And that's just going to be her getting slapped with flame breath. Isn't too terrible, honestly. And the rock biter's heading south to the rest of the team. Okay. Why am I... You know what? No, not silence. There we go. I don't know why I had to do this from right next to him, but there you go. Dragon can no longer move. 13 damage to potentially stop the rock beast. And we got it. Okay, he's completely dealt with for like the next 3 turns. And that just means we get to shred the dragon for a bit. Both of them. Because the top one I can just deal with Chaucer or Dave, honestly. Either one will do fairly well for themselves. I'm so confident that I'm going to have Mary go into staff walk mode. And she missed. And so the enemy. Again, a meaningful interaction. Hit the dragon with Holy. And now... yeah, I think I'm just going to have Chaucer hit the rock beast with Thundaga. That'll be 136 damage. $131, 136 average. Or estimated, rather. Okay. Kind of weird, because monsters are the one enemy type that do just scale, like, infinitely. Because they aren't reliant on gear like, player characters, or, player jobs are. Or defense and resistance. Well, you missed. But yeah, monsters aren't reliant on external sources to boost their stats, so they will always be dangerous going into endgame. However, these ones aren't putting up as... Ooh. These ones aren't putting up as much of a challenge as expected. I just almost stopped shot at Mary, which is why you heard me make that particular noise. Okay, brain level. Aim... No, I don't have anything particularly useful to use there. Just shoot the dragon. Mary! Lock mode engage. You know what? Dave, how close is he to death? 21? Can you bonk that? Oh, 2 staff bonk kills back to back. Alright. Crosser. Wrap up the rock beast. I don't think I even need to move Rain to finish this off. Oh, nope, because Terrain finally decided to screw with me again. It's fine. This means the XP goes to someone who needs it slightly more. Considering the enemy was still 2 levels below us. Or 2 levels below her, it wasn't particularly useful, but hey. They've mastered half MP. And our new Beastmaster finished off his mission successfully. One more battle, we'll have all of our units back. And meanwhile, I'm going to see what we can send here. Gorilla Sands is... I'm not confident in that one. But if the game says he can do it, I'll send him out on it. I don't want to do Mithril Rush. Because even the combat version is annoying. I think we'll cycle the remaining 20 days so we can... Oh, hold up. I'm gonna get to Deadly Plains. Let's save here because I've got a bad feeling. I've got a feeling we're gonna hit an automatic engagement the second we go to Sienna. In fact, let me quick save before we do. Yep. Nope. Just not even going to entertain that. Okay, Dwight finished his mission. There's Rumba's tail back. Or, well, not back, but we finally have it, rather. Okay, Rumba's tail was for... No? Do I even have access to it? Oh, we don't have the skull. Also, don't have an alchemist. I'm gonna go check... Oh, Coringwood. I'm gonna go check Ezel's shop again and see if his recruitment mission's available. Nope. Okay, still just cycling days. Hey! Bella finished off hers. And that means we now have a second Nirvana staff. We'll also mastered fire. New unit. And it's a white mage. No. I do need to recruit another Numo for to turn into an alchemist, but not when we're already having issues. Hey, Bella. Fire, Thunder, Poison. I guess we finish you off with Blizzard for now. Which is another 100 AP ability. Is there anything I can get for support? Because we do have a bunch of new rogues that just came in. Hopefully one of them has an ability. Turbo, Return, Half, Geo. Okay, Magic Robe is sadly just a generic. Well, it's not generic, it gives a stat boost, but it does not provide a new support. I don't even know what Red Mage would get as a support ability, if anything. I don't think they have one natively. Okay. I said support. That's a reaction. But still, thank you for the input. You're welcome. Why did I go into the shop? I don't need anything from the shop. Okay, Metal Hunt's a quick and easy one that we can send Kamal on. That'll get him some more AP. But I don't think we have anything else. I think we are going to have to trigger a combat mission in order to get anything going here. Breed of Beasts, Two Bullet Bandits, Den of Evil, I'm still really not sure about. Well. Copycat Saber's Hunt. I think Copycat's the only potential issue with this. I want to trigger the clan fight if nothing else. Alright. What do we got? Well, that guy's immediately locked out. Enemy Illusionist is a bit concerning. Sabers locks out the physical abilities on the Blue Mage. I doubt they have any decent gear across the board. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's see. Lex needs AP. Bella just finished an ability, so she's good. Dave is already level 23. I think working on him is a bit overkill. Should probably bring in Sabatini or Johannes. Do I have any weapons for them to work on? No, doesn't look like it. Yeah, this will be Marianne learning Auto Life. We'll bring her in. Saber's Hunt. Dwight's master. Well, not mastered. Dwight's finished out. I need to work on the party average, so Staring, Spangler, against my judgment on bringing 2 white mages in. Toby. He's already close to 21. And does anybody else need it? Well, why did I take Lex out? It's either Sabatini or Johannes, and Sabatini's closer, so might as well take him. Okay. Quick save. And in we go. And the enemy hunter is immediately going. That's... yikes. And he gets a first turn crit on Sabatini. Wow. That's a bit of a yikes. Silence. Silence the illusionist if we can get lucky. Nope. Silence did not land. That's not good. Staring. Wait. Need to double check the laws because I'm a derp. Copycat Saber. Okay, we're good. We're good. Nothing would lock him out. Oop. Monk Tech. Air Render. Might as well. Protect. And move her up. She'll probably end up being the blue mage out, but not if I move Sabatini up first. Though he's not particularly useful this turn. That's Spangler. Why don't I have any movement on Spangler? Give him a shell. Probably should have just healed him instead, or put re-raise on him, but here I go, completely failing basic tactical decision making. Yikes. Okay, they have double cast. That's not entirely unexpected, but it is problematic. I don't know what this blue mage can do. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, Drain Touch. That's real great. Sabatini is now down to 2 HP. And I can't get... I can't get Toby in range. Oh boy. I don't want to burn a Totema again. We've already used 2 this stream session. I know the limit is 1 per battle, but still. It feels like a point of failure. Okay, that's a dead Sabatini. Gone before he could do literally anything useful. And or get his level. Alright. Who's the hunter going to go after next? A unit with reflex. How convenient. Okay, this guy's just gonna steal Gil because Copycat locks him out of doing anything more dangerous. And Lex. I think my best move is just having you hit the illusionist. And I have a rare opportunity right now. I don't get to use Earth Render often. Yes, please. That's a level for staring. Okay, Mary, revive the idiot. I know I set him up to be bait, but still. Okay, then it is Spangler's turn, and I'll have him heal Sabatini even more. Oh boy. And that's a convenient double cast opportunity. That's probably going to hurt a bit. Wait, no, you're going to normal attack. You're going to no. Why though? You have double cast. You have magic. Why would you? Yeah, I've noticed. All right, Matcha Magic on the white mage for some reason. I couldn't accurately explain to you why the AI decided to Matcha Magic a caster instead of the warrior who was right there. You know what? Yeah, it's happened to me a few times in this series as well. Grease Bolt so I don't lock out normal attacks. Level 1 Toby. He's now 21. Ow. That was half of his HP in one go as well, I think. I probably shouldn't have moved Toby too far. I think Copycat is still saying that attack was the last action taken, unfortunately. So if I'm going to do anything... Sure, check a Venus Blade. Okay, Illusionist is down before he could do anything risky. And I'll move you over here, I guess. Sabatini, you finally get a turn, buddy. It's amazing. It's a miracle. Bonk. I don't have Farfist, so I can't really take advantage of some of this. But I think if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to get that Hunter down. Alright, it is Mary's turn. Mary! Auto life. You know what? Actually, auto life Spangler. I'm going to have Mary out in front to act as bait again. See how that goes. Oh, it's Spangler's turn now. Well, cure yourself and just sit there. I just realized something. I have the staff for full life. I just didn't get it, or I just didn't put it on anybody. He just stole my Mirage Vest. It's very rare that you actually see enemy thieves steal equipment. I'm glad I didn't have anything rarer on staring. Oh, you jerk. Oh, right! Red mages get Magic Power Plus. I forgot. That's what their support ability is. Because it's equipped to, or it's on a weapon for some reason. Okay, he's got Drain Touch. Toby's next move is going to be... yeah. Take out the red mage. Freeze Bolt, just so that we don't mess with Copycat. I really should put Toby on a much higher damaging weapon. Now that he can actually, you know, use them. Wait, I don't have Copycat up. I specifically just planned for this. Okay. Fight. He has counter. Oh, wow. He also deals significantly less damage. Ah! I see. I've now made a critical error. Because now Sabatini can't do anything useful this turn. Okay? Potion yourself, buddy. At least get the 10 XP. Oh... I take a week off and my ability to play this game has just gone through the floor. Like, it wasn't great to begin with, but it's gotten so much worse. Oop. I'm going to Earth Render and hope that the front attack means that he doesn't get dinged too badly. Wow. Okay, I got the back attack and I got a front attack, but I didn't get a side attack, which is kind of weird. Mary, you know what? Let's check turn order before I do this. We don't run into another horrible situation. Yeah, if Spangler is going next, then I can safely run up and bonk. 31 damage from a staff bonk. It kills. I love this game, but I also hate this game. But then again, this game decided not to give hammers to white mages, despite that being one of their traditional weapons. Instead, they gave maces to, well, maces slash hammers to sages and alchemists. Which does kind of make sense. Especially considering both of those jobs have a slightly higher physical focus, sages especially. Oh, she's gonna heal herself. Alright, enemy red mage, wow. Yes, the red-blue mage goes. Okay, that's closer. Ooh, Mantra Magic might not be the best situation to be in. And it hits. Okay. Wait, who goes next? Sabatini. Okay. I have to do something other than normal attack with him. And in fact, I think I know just what to do. Water Veil of Silence, right? Yep. There we go. 17 damage, but if this works, the red mage will be silenced. It did not silence the red mage. That's a problem. Sabatini, bonk. And you missed. He is not going to have a. He is not going to have his level up by the end of this. I can already see it. Priest Bolt. Front attack's basically all I've got right now, so let it fly. And it misses, of course. Such a meaningful interaction. Okay. I guess if we're worried about healing, 50-50 again. Okay. Blue Mage is now locked in. And might as well hit protect on... Oh wait, no. Shell. There we go. Hello. Okay, double check turn order. Pauline and Wilfred. Okay. So both the enemies are going next. Please hit. Thank you. Wait, is he seriously going to Matra Magic the guy that he already Matra Magicked? He did. It failed. But here's the thing about that. Both his HP and MP were still the same value. Okay, Sabatini is one action away from hitting 21. But if Staring hits this, yep. No, it's a fight. That's a wrap-up. Okay. Hey! Mithril Claws! I don't think I had those. Or a flower succeeded, so Brish gets his AP. Yeah, I saved Scum for a few of those early in the stream series. I didn't get the claws. I got, like, the sword, the staff, and I don't even remember what else. But not having to save Scum for it, and two, having one pop up this late in the game, like right before the final boss, is a miracle, to say the least. Another Beastmaster. We're gonna let this one go. Look Sands. Betty failed. Raw Sands. Henri succeeded. Okay. Now, we suddenly have a much bigger reason to use Staring again. Namely the fact that he can... hold on. Oh, was that my only Mirage Vest? Jeez, I'm gonna have to get another one of those. But yeah. Now Staring has his combo. So we finally have a reason to use him again. Well, for like 2 battles until he masters it, and then he's back in the hole. Let's see. Lex mastered Water Veil. What is Oblivion? And it was the target. I don't remember what that does. Metal Veil, Wood Veil. Oh, I already have Wood Veil. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm tempted to just have him start working on Double Sword, even though he has next to nothing else. Like, it's still a situation where he can't use Double Sword until he masters it, but having somebody working on a 999 AP ability, especially one as big as this, is probably... Oh yeah, that happened on my first save file, Crow. Like, way back in the day. Let's go Fire Bell and just continue down the list, I guess. Let's see... I think we keep him on the Ninja Gear. He seems fine on it. Fire Veil is Confusion. Okay, that's an interesting option. And Brish. Brish now has Shield Bearer mastered, so he can upgrade to a better shield. Genji or Choco Shield? Genji, no question. Mog Rush. What is Mog Rush? Damn it. Oh, okay. It's that one. It's the beatdown equivalent. Mog Aid. What? Okay, it's First Aid. Mog Aid is First Aid. Got it. Been a while since I've used one. Or used a Mog Knight. Mog Peak is completely useless. Mog Guard. Well, shield, I want to say, is protection from one status ailment. Wow. No. Mud guard. Yeah, weapon defense and magic resistance. I think that's only for one turn, but it'll help. Okay, did anybody else master abilities that I need to quickly double check? Bella was a no. Mary mastered hers, so I can finally move her over to full life. Yeah, sadly, Spangler, I think, is getting the axe. Out of the two, if I have to choose between Spangler and Mary, Mary seems to work better. Even though she has less MP, technically. 264... 264 power, 132 speed versus 275, 143. Yeah, I know. I know. The only reason I'm not pushing the button yet. Let's go get all of our guys out of jail. Jail! Unit released from prison. Nobody needs to be released. Okay, so everybody's good. Everybody has their yellow and or red cards nullified. Okay, good. It also didn't auto-unequip them. I was actually a little bit worried about that. For some reason, I remember that being a thing. Mont Blanc really needs some levels because he's now the one dragging the rest of the team down. Kamal is only a few days away from... Or, well, maybe like 1 or 2 missions away from maxing out his second ability, and then he'll be moving on to his new job. I'm just gonna cycle days for a bit. Oh, I didn't even know Nargothrond Cave was under attack. Den of Evil. We're gonna have to do that eventually, too. Just keep cycling days until the guy's back. Hell Hunt cleared. Come on, Master, it's Steel Gill, which means he's finally moving on. Okay. I don't need adamantite. I will take a target area and I'll replace that with stop. There we go. And now, Kamal. Kamal. Wait, what? Oh, that was his burst ability, not his second. I'm stupid. Never mind. Back into the dispatch pits he goes. After a quick weapon swap. Okay, Kudik Peaks. Enemies 5. I'm gonna keep Henri working on those because he seems to be pretty good at them. Silpool Scroll, days 10. Oh, Kamal can't do it. Hey, Breen. Yikes. I guess if we have to dispatch somebody who's going to have a higher chance of success, I'll send Breen because he's at least already level 24. I don't know what stat that's based off of. Shady Deals is Secret Books. On the Waves. Ah, we need a Time Mage for that one. That's a shame. Well, looks like we're kind of stuck back in the loop here. Give me one moment. I'm gonna take Borzoi Falling, and I think the next thing we're doing is going to be just finishing up that. Oh, it's right here in Cyril. Stop Holy Berserk. Okay, give me a quick moment to go use the restroom. I have been having stomach troubles most of the day, so I'm kind of amazed it hasn't gotten... I'm kind of amazed I've been able to stream this long without it, or without anything coming up. So I will be back in a very brief moment. Bear with me. And we're back. Sorry about that. Now, let me quickly save again. And we're gonna give this one a shot. Oop. Not into the pub. Yeah, so if you're at the top of the menu in this game, for some reason clicking up doesn't loop you to the bottom. Okay, 4 enemies visible already. We have a full 6 units available to us. Oh, wow. Level 13. Oh no, this one was supposed to show up way earlier and it just never did. I feel so bad. Yeah, double sword fighter at level 15. Oh no. Well, this is no longer a fight for XP. It's mostly going to be for AP, which means bring in whoever the heck needs some AP. Bella. You know what? Yeah. Bella, Dave. I know Dave's in progress. Yeah, he's working on Holy still. The reason I brought in Bella, despite being on a new ability, is the fact that she's just, it's a 100 AP ability. So, really fast anyways, might as well get the progress while we can. I think Rockwell's getting the axe after this mission. Luan. Luan still needs a little bit for concentrate. Which reminds me... Hey, Marcy. Marcy, I need to put you on a new bow. I don't know which bow, but a bow. Put her on that one, because that's something that... That's an ability that Luan has not even started on yet. There we go. Wait. Why am I bringing her in? I don't need to bring her in for that. Staring, because he's got a 100 AP ability as well. Eddie and Dwight are both done with theirs. I don't know why I even looked at Toby. He's mastered. Might as well bring Chaucer. And that just leaves one slot. And I guess... Let's see, Marsh maybe, because I don't want to deal with Mug. That sounds like a plan. Yeah, that'll work. Defeat all enemies. Don't mind if I do. And Bella, of all characters, is somehow the fastest unit in the fight. Oh, 50-50s on both enemies. And both hits. Yeah. They're so low level compared to us that we're only getting 1 XP. That should tell you enough. And I can't hit an air render, but I can hit an earth render. Well, I can attempt an earth render anyways. And then Dave. Oh, I can't use Holy, so I kind of stuck just having him sit for now, I just realized. She's gonna run away and heal the... Oh, she can't heal because all healing spells are holy magic. Just shoot the idiot. And down he goes. My plans! My dreams of glory! No! Sorry, you totally needed the dramatic voice acting, I'm sure. Alright, Chaucer's not gonna do anything particularly useful right now. He's kinda stuck waiting for people to get in range. Well, she's got some jump height. Holy crap. Okay, Marsh. I don't have anything for you to do either, buddy, so just wait it out. Real talk, I could have people friendly firing or the like, but it's almost not worth it. Okay, he is not remotely going to be in range anytime soon. So, Thunder you, I guess. See, it's a 40% chance. Probably not gonna hit. Oh, or it will. Bella is angry on this mission. Dave, you can't do anything else, so bonk. 95 critical bonk. Oh, I love this game. Alright. Air render with air render with staring, and it's gonna miss. Okay. I mean... it's definitely just about matching Sage, from what I've seen. So, I'm not gonna complain about it, if nothing else. Oh, come on, Chaucer. You had that, buddy. Well, Marsh continued to be useless. This should kill the white mage. And down she goes. I don't even need to move him. Is he going to earth render? No, he's gonna air render Chaucer. Instead of... You know what? Yeah, it kind of makes sense, actually. Go after the Squishy Mage unit. He got 32 XP from that hit, by the way. 2 more of those and he'll level up. Kind of feel bad because, yeah, Ella's definitely doing most of the work in this fight. Okay, staring, wrap it up. Because the AI is a mess. just enough said. The AI is a mess. Alright, and for that we get the Shijin Shield. Which, funnily enough, I don't think I ever got on my original save file. Hey, Henri gets a successful mission. Clan level 48. And a lot of our abilities are closing in on 40, which should mean a bunch of free items, basically. Oh yes. By far, the enemies of this run are the judges. Right. Still can't do anything with all those. Young Love. Armon Wing. Oh. I do have this one. Oh, Henri can't do it. You can't do it. Heck with it. It's 10-day dispatch. Might as well gamble it. Oh shoot, there was a, yeah, Nargai Cave I can probably send Henri on. Yeah, he's good for it. Go get him, Tiger. One, two, three. Oh, I have a treasure hunt here. I didn't even notice. Fortune Ring! Okay, just cycle the days. Or do something useful and head over to Muscadet instead. Actually, let's check Muscadet's pub over here, because it always seems to have different things compared to the other areas. For a Song is back up, but like heck am I defending a level 15? I should. 25 days. Yeah, everybody will be back by then. Oh. Oh, there's also the Clan League stuff. How long is this going to be available? 25 days as well? Screw it. Might as well. Okay, how bad is it going to be? Status Color Magic Steel. I'll anti-law the steel, probably, depending on whether or not they have anything I need. Now's your chance to give up! Ha! No. Just no. Alright, let's see what they're packing. Oh boy, a level 27 in full opal. Okay, he's got Genji armlets, so we already have 2 of those, so I don't think we need to grab a third. Uichibo with concentrate. Eee. That's a little rough. And a Fencer Elementalist. Okay. Color Magic Steel. Gotta love it. Because of the Color Magic Band, Ban, Dave is back in. The level 23 is already back in. Okay. Mercy can't use her status, but I think still having her get AP is probably a good idea. Also, nullifying reaction abilities with faster is probably a good move as well. Well, this is just who they fielded. Keep in mind, they could have reserve units just like any other... Well, just like ours. Sabatini I'm going to bring in as a bonker. Heck, same for Johannes. Might as well. Nothing else, I can joke about Rush with Johannes a bunch and just have him getting XP. Okay. Who else? Oh, Staring still hasn't mastered his combo, so I might as well bring him. That's 5. And... oh, Breen is dispatched right now. Oops. Oh. Deploy the Mognite. Also make sure he has dash boots. Okay, he does. Does he have Last Haste mastered? He does! Let's finally move him over to some better armor while we're at it. Maximilian. Yeah, that's an option. Do I have anything better helmet-wise? Parade Helm. But Parade Helm is 5 less attack. I think I might keep him on the headband for the attack. Alright. Units are set up. Let's do this. Okay. Enemy fencer is first. Not horribly surprising. See if she has Nighthawk. She doesn't look like she has Nighthawk. Archer. I know she doesn't have block arrows, which is a silly move. Okay, I can't use status effects. Have to remember that, which means she's kind of restricted to just plinking the enemy. Ooh. Yeah, that Gladiator needs to go immediately because I just noticed that he has Strike Back. Sure. Wow, you missed a back attack there, buddy. Alright, Republic of Dave. I can't gamble it for I can't gamble it for that low of a hit chance. I will have him barrier. Yeah, have him barrier her. Okay. Well, Sabatini, do what you were sent here to do, and that is bonk. Oh right, I still have him on the bloodstrings too, so that's why he's doing so little damage. I just noticed something very scary about that Gladiator. That Gladiator would have done 152 damage. That's not good. I probably should have brought some dedicated casters to this now that I'm really thinking about it. Ah, Frish missed. Yeah, no, not enough gain for the friendly fire. So I think I'm going to move you up and... yeah, move him up. 100% wool, so he gets protected shell auto. And I guess we see what happens next turn. Because we pretty much blocked them from getting over to the top section, so the only two targets they have... oh boy. That's not good. Downsize is not what I was hoping to see from this guy. Yep, that's going to be some sort of elemental... no. She's gonna pierce through, and that's gonna be a dead staring. Okay. That's really not what I was looking for. This fight suddenly got a lot more scary, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, block arrows at least means that Johannes is safe. Marcy! Keep your distance, plink the gladiator. I don't want to have to use a Totema on this fight, but I will if I need to. So I really don't think I have many damaging Totema right now. I also can't get him anywhere useful. Holy. That's not good. I'm gonna have Sabatini eat the hit. If I can get some good holy damage on those two, probably for the best. And of course, continue blocking their advance in this direction. Gladiator has strike back, so my only real option is bonking that guy. It'll also give him some HP back, which is great. Yikes. 28%? Okay, it missed. That was a little scary. All I saw was extremely high damage number, and that's all I needed to see, quite frankly. Okay, can I hit a Mog Lance from here? Yes, I can. Yeah, we're kind of focusing their tanks at this point, but it's fine. You know what? It's fine. At least a chance to hit both. And of course, bonk Brish while we're at it, because why not? I got one. And 24 XP for my trouble, so... if she hops right back over that gap and try... okay. She's gonna probably... the Fencer is also a healer. That would have been nice to know about. I forgot about White Flame's existence. Because the game does not throw you against many elementalists. Okay. Who's getting shot? You're getting shot. And there's basically nothing you can... Brish just dodged a 95. Good job, buddy. Oh. And we've got a first aid loop started on the warrior over here. Which is not fun. Okay. If I have to deal with this guy, you know... if I have to deal with her healing the enemy, then I'm just going to start focusing her instead. And Marcy levels. Now it's the Republic of Dave's turn. Where can I even send him? weird pick, but I think this 31-48. Come on, Dave. I don't even need to move him if I'm doing this this side. Yeah, 55-43 is at least a little bit better. Still gonna miss both of them. Or it'll hit both of them. I'll take that instead, gladly. Okay, Dave, get the heck out of Dodge. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Okay. That's all he's got. Ooh, evil plan. Chocobo Rush. Hopefully take out the warrior. Please take out the warrior. Please. This is all I want out of this fight right now. Get rid of the warrior. Okay, we're good. I didn't realize we were playing XCOM. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's 35. That's a little bit better. You. Okay. Safety. Oh, and she's not going to attempt to heal him again. That's good. And she left her back open, which means Sabatini can get some damage in. Well, potentially, anyhow. Wait. Better move. Hey. Hey you, down there. Oh, that's not why I thought it was. Oh, right, that's because I took Mod Guard. That's why. If he's only got to deal 47, then I think I'll have him work on the Fencer instead. Let's see, what happens if I attempt to push her into the lava? Nothing! Because you can't burn your enemies alive, it would seem. That's a shame. Shame for all the wrong reasons, but a shame nonetheless. And the enemy archer is once again targeting a unit who has block arrows. You're not wrong. Right, as long as I'm not triggering Strike Back. Yeesh, still not gonna kill unless it crits, and it didn't crit. Okay. Well, I can't kill him with Sabatini because that'll trigger Strike Back, so... Block the Fencer. Okay, Dave. Dave, buddy. How much will your arrow deal? 48. Oh, he only has 6 HP anyway, so it really didn't matter too much. One of his hits. Okay. Dave leveled up. Funnily enough, I think Dave might be our highest level unit right now. If that was 24, then he's the highest level unit we have. And the Fencer is going to spin! And only really do damage to, Brish, but yeah. Fine. Okay. If we are stuck with her... I really shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, if we're stuck with only the Fencer and Archer left, then we're pretty much good. We interrupt Final Fantasy Tactics events to bring you Sonic Forces. Well, I haven't seen any double boosts yet, so I think we're fine. Well, at least the other archer learns how to nullify my reaction, you know, after 3 attempts. Alright, Brish. Mog Lance. There we go. Been pretty good for XP so far, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wow, that is... I'm not 100% sure why Marcy is such a physical powerhouse comparatively. And at this point I'm afraid to ask. Dave! I don't think Dave has enough range to get her from here. But I guess cure him. I keep forgetting my units' names because they're all weird arcane scribbles except for Dave. You know, and I'm kind of afraid if I say certain party members' names too many times, I'm gonna summon Cthulhu or something. Oh, and the fencer's healing. Stop it. Literally dragging out the fight at this stage. You know what? I don't even care. I'll front attack you. I'm gonna miss, but I'm gonna front attack you anyways. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, is Sabatini going to get the final hit to kill? Hey! Sabatini got the kill. Okay. That's the first round of the clan tourney dealt with. Also, a damage to Bonga law card. Yeah, there are a lot of references like that. I've noticed. I'm not going to take the damage to Bonga card, surprisingly. Ooh. Bankman the Warrior. Unfortunately... No, we're going to have way too much AP that needs to go into some of our units to actually... Really? Both of those dispatches failed? Yeah, we have too much AP trying to go into Henri to stop and deal with anybody else. Okay, Ku's Break. This one... Kamal? 5 days, buddy. I really hope you can pull this off. Yeah, Blue Geniuses is the next. Oh shoot, there was another one that I had set up. Right, for a song is our next target. And where even is that? It's fine, Saya. I know you said earlier that you were having some insomnia issues, so don't worry about it. Okay, if it's Matera Wood, target all blade summon, which, funnily enough, will complete... Kamal? Holy crap, he actually pulled it off! Okay, one moment. What do I get rid of? Oh, adamantite. There we go. Easy solution. Wow. A soldier recruiting this late in the game. I haven't had a human recruit pop up. Or at least a human soldier pop up, like, ever. I don't think. I'm going to recruit him. Because it's honestly a rarity at this stage. Wow. We only have one more unit slot right now. We are actually going to have to jump some people here soon. I have a few targets for that, but nobody guaranteed just yet. But on the chopping block is Rockwell, Luan, and Spangler. But yeah, okay. Let's see. If I'm going to change you into anything... Yeah, Blue Mage isn't even on the table right now. Because that's like 3 Black Mage abilities and 2 White Mage, I think. We'll leave him as Soldier. I have some ideas for that. I could use a Paladin. Or Fighter, honestly. Though I think Paladin ends up being a little bit better overall. At least for our team lineup. We'll just equip him with a short sword and send him out on a dispatch when we can. I'm going to give this one more shot. And we are going to run a little bit over time doing it. But if she dies again and we fail the mission, then that's it. Okay, target all blades summoned. So I cannot bring Brish on this one. We are not locked out of status effects, which means it is time to bring in Breen. Oh wow, she's still level 15. This is going to hurt. I'm going the full status effects team. Luan, did you ever master... No, he still hasn't mastered Concentrate. Why would he? Who else would be useful here? If I need to put out a lot of damage really fast, then Chaucer's probably a good pick. Yeah, he's still working on Geomancy too, so that's fine. And if I want raw damage, Betty's a good pick to bring in. So is Staring, quite honestly. Oh, wait, no, we're locked at 5. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of sad because the summoner is now locked out of her only offensive abilities. Which means we really do just have to deal with all of these enemies fast. On that exact point, stop shot the cat. Just no screwing around. Come on. Oh, failed the status. Yeah, I'm less concerned about the fairies healing people and more concerned about making sure that the white mage survives. I say as I didn't even bring a healer. You know what? I have a simple solution for this fairy. Oh, that is a 30% hit chance. Holy crap. Never mind. Nighthawk. Ow. Yeah, Nighthawk. Nighthawk the fairy. And it misses. Okay. Aim arm. Please hit the dragon. Please. Please. Okay, dragon's disabled and is no longer a threat for about 3 turns. This cat, however, is still going to be problematic. Yeah, because that's an 85 hit chance or 80 damage. If we don't get it dealt with here on this turn, basically, it's going to kill her again, and we're just going to lose the fight. 90% hit chance on disabled. Go for it. Okay. Chaucer's turn is up, and no questions asked. Drop the Thundaga. Just shredded the dragon's health bar. That's exactly what I was going for, too. Why are you moving to... why are you moving up? Why are you going more aggressive? Watch this. That fairy's going to target her. It's going to kill her. And we're going to fail the mission again. And down she goes. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so that is twice we have failed. First time was because she decided... The first time was because she sat there and took 2 hits. This time, it's because she actively moved into danger. So, unfortunately, we are past the 3-hour mark, so that is going to be it for today. I will be live again Wednesday, and we'll be hitting more of this. Still doing some grinding before we attempt to take on the last few missions. But if you're new to the channel and want to catch me, yeah, if you want to catch me live more conveniently, it's probably best to hit the follow button, you know, notifications, blah, blah, blah. You've heard it a million times. However, I do also keep the date of my next stream in the title of my stream. So just keep my channel in the back of your mind, I guess, and poke at it from time to time, and you'll see when the next stream is. But without further ado, thank you all for watching. Had a few new faces today. Had a few old faces today. Until next time, everybody, take it easy. This is Rain, signing off.